Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that we are not offering any type of trading advice, that I am not a licensed financial advisor, and there is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. If you're not familiar with that risk, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. I am not one of them. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rao. Good morning, Duke, Ed, Rodney, Mukhtar. Thanks for joining us today. It is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I'm a big Mexican food fan. Love them hot peppers. Gerald, good morning. It is Tuesday, September 9th. And if you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Any day you wake up above ground, it's a blessed day. Let's see what the news reports have in store for us. Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. 7 doesn't look like there's much of anything. We jumped from 7:50 a.m. to 4:30. So much for any catalyst events today. Tomorrow we have core PPI month over month and PPI. So tomorrow will be a big morning. Today nothing brewing. And if today's your first day joining us, I just want to say welcome. We're going to be showcasing our automated trading bots here at Right Line Trading. These are fully automated strategies that once they're enabled, will execute and manage the trades for you. We're going to be trading today the futures. Important to know these bots trade the futures. We're going to be looking at the NASDAQ, the ES, which is the S&P 500. We have some bots that trade the Dow and gold and crude oil. So we have a pretty good diversification of not only instruments, but time frames that we trade them on. And I just want to mention to our members, although we do have a restriction on chat that we're trying to get resolved. In fact, by next week it will be resolved. We're going to have a solution. But for now, if our members are unable to chat, please, 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 I've got right here the Discord in the general chat. If you have a question while we're trading and you're unable to use the YouTube chat, I do monitor this during these live streams. So please, if you have a question, this is a great venue to address it while it's fresh on your mind. And what I've learned is you're probably not alone. If you have a question, there's probably 5 other people that have a very similar, if not the same exact issue. Good morning, Rion. So please hit me up on that general chat in Discord. We're going to get this chat opened up. There's always a bad apple, but that's part of life. In life, there's always going to be bad apples. And we'll just have to deal with it or find a solution, and that's what we're going to do. I'm looking at my leaderboard, and we've got the Haymaker, the 20U Mac truck. These are repetitive. These are the same bots that have a tendency to find their way to the top of our leaderboard. When you get these bots out of the box, they're completely untrained. What I mean by that is the logic that these bots are leveraging is with a bot and a drone that trade together. They share a database. It learns what times of the day it's historically they're profitable. It learns the average true range of the market, the best position for your stop and profit targets, and it learns which trigger is making the most money. So as time goes on, your bots will get stronger and stronger. Let's take a quick look and see what happened in the overnight session. I always like to see what the trading environment looks like that I'm about to get into. There goes the market open. Um, the Nasdaq really has been flat. It's a ranging market. When we have a ranging market, those signal A entries do well. That haymaker, no surprise. This is what it likes. The up and down. So armed with that information, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my trade copier to the haymaker, right? Let's give it a shot. The haymaker's the only bot making money. Well, I'm going to make that my leader account. The 20U Mac truck is another alternative. Let's put the Mac truck. Oop. Now, my chart trader might say the quantity is 10, but that doesn't interfere with the bots, so don't worry about that. Oh, look at that. Here comes a signal A on the haymaker. Moneymaker, scalper, power play, haymaker. That was the entry for the haymaker. A signal A entry is when that RSI line in my Laguerre oscillator, that's that green line, if it breaks up through the 20% line and my 50 is green, it's going to pop me into that trade. Just missed it here. Good morning, Tom. Let's give the market a chance to settle down. And E-mini's been very flat in the overnight session. This is the E-mini on a 30 range. A lot of sideways movement. Very choppy, rangy market right now. We're going to sit on our hands and wait. Good morning, Carol. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a nice evening. Wow, that's great. I wouldn't do anything either. I'd be thrilled. I'd be sitting on my hands. Great job, Mr. P. Way to go. Keep that money in the bank. Do not give it back. Great job. Let's see if we get a pop here. It looks like our ES on the 8 Unirenko is starting to set up market structure wise for a little bit of a long move. You could see here on my Unorenkos, price retraced back through the VWAP to the 50, and it looks like it could bounce. It's not there yet, though. It needs to break through that VWAP. Here's another A signal A opportunity where it would trade right into the upside resistance. So I think understanding the triggers of our strategies goes heavily into the understanding of obviously of when a trade is going to execute. Starting to set up for a short. Our 20U is right on the 50. It's very flat though, to say the least. Certainly is ranging. Yeah, Jeff, let us know. How'd you make that money? How'd you do it? Inquiring minds want to know, like Carol and I. Wow, look at gold. Look at gold. Gold is trending straight up. See if I have anything on gold. Looking at the gold chart. That gold on the signal B. Gold is trading at $3,700 an ounce. That is just incredible. Long gold? Gold this morning. Ah, now I see. Wow. Oh, you picked the right instrument, let me tell you. That chart looks the best one I've seen all morning. $10 a tick if you trade the mini. Dollar a tick on the micro. I know Rao Morale loves to trade gold. All right, here we go. The power play is going to jump in short here very shortly. I see my 20U just broke through my 50. I'm starting to get a move to the downside. My RSI line needs to be pinned for a B entry or make a pullback and go for an A or a C entry. It's a good time to do nothing. Kind of get the feeling it's going to take a leg down. That Mack truck could take a short. Well, I did get an update on the release of the ChatGPT incognito. And Sergio is actively working on that update. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the terminology, but sometimes AI has what they call hallucinations, where it kind of gets a little confused with the information that it provides. We're having a few of those issues that we're working through. We're not 100% confident in releasing it in its current state. Could be a nice signal A entry here on gold. It's setting up for a continuation long. My RSI is buried. Now, if it pops, if that RSI line breaks through the 20% and my 50 is green, that would be a signal A entry. Is it for trading information? Gotcha. Is it for trading information? Yeah, the ChatGPT, Carol? Yeah, it's for trading information. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm tempted to set up a haymaker and put it on gold Just missed that haymaker entry there. The 50 was red when the RSI line broke through the 20% line and it filtered out that entry. But it's probably a good thing it did. I don't see any follow through right now. Yeah, I would, Jeff. I think the copier makes it a lot easier. You just have to be careful with the copier because none of them are perfect. It's just like any other tool, it's going to have its nuances and its glitches. But having the copier is it's not as cumbersome of having to go into the strategy input parameters itself. Disable the strategy, close the position, disable the strategy, edit the strategy, change the account, re-enable it. Where with just a quick click of a couple of you know keys on my mouse here, I could switch my leader account instantly. Yeah, I would add the copy of my that personally I would, but when I use the copier, I'm really careful. I keep an eye on it. It opens you up for more mistakes, the copier. When anytime you introduce another tool to the workspace, you run the risk of human error. And man, if let me read your question, Antonio. You had the Haymaker as the leader account with your eval as the follower. The Haymaker's down 700, but the follower, Apex Funding, what happened with the eval account? You didn't finish your sentence there. What happened to the follower? The Haymaker's showing it's down 700. What is your eval showing? Is the eval showing it's only down 30 instead of 700? Hmm, gotcha. Um, I would check in your Rhythmic Trader Pro first and make sure that that eval is still active. Um, if it is still active and the P&L is truly only $30 down, you may want to close your copier altogether and just build a new one. Something doesn't seem to, if the account's good, something doesn't seem to be right with the copier itself. Sometimes I'll just X mine out and close it all together and rebuild a new one. It does take some getting used to, Jeff. It does. I tell you, I can't tell you. Probably done it 5 or 6 times. I forget that I have, especially when I put multiple tabs. So I quit doing it. If you put multiple tabs on this, if you're using the same trade copier as me, if you put multiple tabs, you might have a tab that's enabled and you forgot that you enabled it. And you'll look at the front tab and you'll see it's off and you'll think your copier's off. And you'll just go about your business with that copier still running. Oh, wow, look at gold. Did it again on that signal A. Um, hmm. You know what? Let's put a leapfrog on gold. Let's put the leapfrog strategy on gold and a sim account. So I'm going to select my AI Auto Trader P out of the available list. And I'm going to load the Leapfrog. And I'm just going to change the instrument. Going to put it on the, we'll put it on the MGC. We'll trade 4 micros. And I just changed the label so I can distinguish it from the others. Click OK. It's on the MGC, December contract with 4 micros. And let's just see if we can get into any trades with that, how it does. Oh, look at this. None of my strategies. Ay, 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 ay. These are the bonehead mistakes that we do. I had none of the strategies enabled. Yeah, they say the first thing to go is your mind, right? Okay. I had a gold strategy running on the 8 Unirenko, wasn't doing great. So I switched it up a little bit. I put it on a 30 range, like the Leapfrog. And let's see if it does any better. So although the update prop most likely will not be going back to incognito, um, regarding the ChatGPT update, um, we're looking at next week. We're looking at next week. Let's see. We're starting to break through support here. Um, hmm. This is tempting to go back to our signal B entry, or maybe even the Mac truck coming down. I saw that, Antonio. Yes, let's do it. That 20U starting to look juicy right here. That 20U short. Let me see if I could duplicate this tab and change my leader account. Oh, it just jumped in. Ay, 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 ay. That's the thing. You have to anticipate that entry before it happens. You say, hey, I like that setup. I just missed it. Let's put our profit target right above support. I know, Jeff, you're right. There's not much follow through. Thank you. My ES30 range jumped in short. Moneymaker. My moneymaker bot in short. That signal A entry, I think, is right now. I'm going to stick with it with the haymaker. The 20U came back. It's coming back, giving us a lot of heat. Be happy to go over that with you, Antonio. Yes. You know, I'll tell you, it's tempting in these market conditions to take that condition off of the haymaker with that, green or red 50. This could be it's an A to the downside. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get in this trade right down to this area of support to the short side on the haymaker. This is where we need that entry right here. If we get in the trade, we'll move our profit target right above support. Might be too tight to the pivot. Let's see if it pops us in. Nope. Too tight to the pivot. That's the signal A entry short, though. With the red 50, RSI line breaks through the 80% line with the red 50. We just didn't have the clearance with the pivots, with the area of support. The blue line is our pivot or volume zone. We don't want to trade into that. Starting to get another move down. We just missed that signal A. Now we're looking at a signal B entry because my RSI line is pinned to the bottom. So if I'm watching this and I say, I want to get into this signal B, I can enable. Here we go. Let's try another signal A. Keep going up. There you go. That's about where we needed it, right there. Now we need to come right back down to support and have our 50 turn red. Wow, look at the volume on gold. Holy moly. 4,000 contracts a minute on gold. Wow. Listen, there's some serious institutional influence on the gold market today. Oof, there goes our Mack truck. We got a real shot here to haymaker entry short. Come on, let's go. Let's get this break of support. Ah, man, just missed it. I don't, man, I'll tell you, something must have happened for that type of volume to go on gold. Some type of political unrest or something. Let's go to the power play on this one. Okay. My gold just took a long entry. Okay, let's get this power play short. Let's see if we can get a break of support. Come on, push down. We need a break of support here. We're set up for a signal B. Gold's coming back big time. I'm in short gold. Let's see if we can get into this entry. Oh, wow. Gold just took off. Look at gold. Let me tell you, I might go with this gold strategy. Look at that. Oh, it didn't leapfrog. Oh, it's right back in. Look at gold go on this leapfrog. Wow, they are really playing gold. Let me pull up the Forex Factory and see if there's any news reports. NFP revision, biggest on record, 911,000. Oh, I'm in a trade here. The power play. Oh, man. Let me move my profit target lower. I'm right at support. Ah, man. Got into a power play entry. Um, I had both tabs enabled, but you know what? Let me turn it off. Starting to like this gold chart. Let's see if the leapfrog kicks in on this. If not, yeah, it did. So now we got the leapfrog on this micro gold. That's running on my Sim 101 account. I tell you, what I'm thinking of doing is changing my leader account, putting it on my Sim 101. Look at that trade it just took. Okay, we're in. Very oversold. Come on down. Let's take another run to the downside. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Nice. Okay, my stop just blocked in a few ticks of profit. And now I'm in a leapfrog. Let's see if we can get it to keep moving down. Come on down. Nice. Ooh, jumped right back in short. Gonna get a retracement sooner or later. Let's move this right above this pivot. All right, my stop came down. This thing's jumping in quicker than I can turn it off. Come on down. Keep moving. All right, keep going. Here we go. Leapfrog. Leapfrog it. Push down. Oh. Oh man, this thing's just jumping right back in. Okay, let's take a break. Huge volume on gold. Trying to figure out what the news report was. I'm trying to click on it, but anyone know what the news report was? Job revisions. NFP revision. I see the report on the Forex Factory, but when, oh, there we go. I'm going to try to catch along on this power play. The haymaker, still at the top of the leaderboard. Gold is still getting a tremendous amount of volume. It's just going sideways. If it starts moving in a direction, I'm going to jump on it again. Now it just took a short entry. Need one nice trade. One nice trade here. That kind of volatility. I have a template that's good for it. It's I use it on the micro Bitcoin. It gives it a lot of room to run. It's that MBT template. The gold is starting to go again. Coming up right behind me at 11 a.m. is going to be Mr. David Wise, Trading the SPY Super System. We've got a presentation today at 4:30 p.m. on the iBots. If you'd like to learn more about our iBot trading system, I'm going to put a registration link in the chat box in just a moment. There goes gold taking off to the long side. Let me see if I can jump in along on gold. There we go. Let's see if we can get some follow through. Come on, push up. Go ahead, gold. Take off. A little further. There you go. Now there's no risk on the table. I'm looking to get into the leapfrog. I think I might need a little more room on that leapfrog bracket. Jump, pop. There you go. Pop up. Let's go. Take off. Ah, came back on us. Back in long. All the risk is off. We just need some follow through. Come on. See if we can get in a short on the NASDAQ. Okay, we're in the power play. Need some follow through now, the downside. Come on, one time. Give us a roll. Gold's back in short. Hmm. Come on down. Let's run. Come on down. Get in my window. Let's do it. Ah, come on down. Look at gold. Gold is back on a tear. Come on, break down through that 50. Let's go. Man, jeez. Uh, really not liking the price action on that NASDAQ chart. It's very choppy. Tempted to close it. Come on, push down. Ah, come on, break down. Break down for me. Come on down. One time. Let's go. Got myself into a real nail biter on the NASDAQ. Mm. Problem is momentum is locked to the top on my oscillator. That's not a good feeling. I'd like to see it locked to the bottom. Oh no, trouble. Come on, take one more move down. Go ahead. Get out of this thing. Come on. Come on, roll for me. It's trying, Jeff. It's trying to help me. Come on down, baby. Come on down. Don't come back now. Come on down, baby. There you go. Come on down. Get in my window. Get in my window. There you go. Get some follow through now. All right. Woo! That was a nail biter right there. I'm still on. Let's see what our 20. There's gold back in. Oh, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Out of one nail biter right into another. Oh, oh man. Uh, that thing jumped right for my stop. Come down. Break down. Oh, man almighty. Looking for a short roll here. We got our 15 below the 50, but we're taking a lot of heat on the trade. All right, let me get out of here. Just don't like the price action on it. I was thinking to stay in, but it's just there's no follow through. Now watch it drop straight down. All right, well, we had a couple chances there. Couldn't make it happen. It was kind of an exciting day with that report that came out with the revisions. Gold was on fire, man. I don't think I've ever seen gold move like that. I mean, it was in and out of these trades like lightning. Let's see if we would have went to a bigger bar on the data series, just out of curiosity. Um, let's put that one on a 20, 60, 100 and see what it looks like. Oh, a lot of trades. Ah, look at that trade. Boy, look at that. Finally got the follow through. Now it's in a leapfrog. Now we might have to go for it. Now we're starting to move. Let's try to stop it out. Trying to jump back in. Take one more entry to the short side. It could be oversold. Maybe we get a little retracement first. We got good volume, 2,400. Let's see if we can get this push to the downside. Tempted to give it a little bit of room here. Come right down to support. Come on down to support. Little further. Little further. Come on. Push it down. There you go. Now push down. Let's go. Come on, one time. Push. Push down. Give me some follow through the downside. There you go. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. There you go. Go ahead. Run to the downside. There you go. There you go. Run to the downside for me. Thank you. All right. Woo. Let me tell you, it's just a fight back to break even. I did run out of time for this session, but man, we got it back. I'm tempted to go right back for one last trade. Put us on the green. I think this thing's going to keep running to the downside. Let's try it. One more time. Come on down. Move this up just a little bit. Ah. It's a bit overbought. Push down. Gerald, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Come on. Give me some follow through down to the downside now. Let's go. Break it. Break it. Come on down, baby. Okay, let's leapfrog one more time, baby. Come on down. Ah. I'm going, Duke. Oh, I turned it off. This thing could go again. Coming up right behind me, I wanted to put the link. I want to do a drawing really quick too. Let me put the link for today's webinar. It's at 4:30. I want to invite everyone in. Um, Man, I tell you, we had the I had my chances today. Um, we recognized micro gold. We recognized gold popping like crazy, which it still is. My Sim 101 is probably still taking trades on it. It is. When I switched it to this leapfrog strategy, I'm referring to this gold chart that you see. It was already down over $1,000, but not on the current settings. But I saw the volume on gold was over 4,500 out of the corner of my eye. And I quickly made a strategy. I duplicated the 30 range leapfrog and got a couple of nice trades on micro gold. That's just how things can change. You know, we had a ranging, slow, choppy, miserable market. And that revision came out. And on the drop of a dime, we were in it. We were in the thick of it. You know, it's kind of like when you're fishing and all of a sudden you get into a school of fish and things just, there's just, a lot of excitement. Okay, let me put a link in the room. 4:30 today. If you can't make it live, get the net ready. That's right. Uh, you get into that school of fish, man, and they're biting. They were biting. 4:30 today. If you can't make it live, if you go ahead and register, we will get you a link. If you go ahead and register, we'll get you the replay. Excuse me. This is how I ended up today, and man, let me tell you, it wasn't easy getting here. My evals. Oh, by the way, yesterday, if you were watching, what happened with my evals? And this is something that I think might help you. Good information. What happened is I thought that I had blown out my accounts on my evals, and I was waiting for them to roll over. but they had like $150 left on them. They hadn't been completely blown out. So when my payment went through and they renewed, it didn't reset the accounts. Okay, even though they only had $100 or $200 left on them, they just because it renewed did not mean they reset. Had I officially blown them out and let them go to admin only, which I thought they did, but I made a mistake as usual. Um, Apex just renewed my subscription, but did not reset it. Look at Bitcoin. Wow, 600. Let's take a look at that chart real quick. Boy, Bitcoin and gold. Incredible. This was the template I was referring to that gives the trade a lot of room. This is I made an automated strategy for micro Bitcoin. Um, the bad part about micro Bitcoin is it's not very liquid. But once this trade matures pretty close to my profit target, the stop is going to jump in and lock in some of those gains. I know, Jeff. That I tell you that rubbed me the wrong way too. To be honest with you, that's just not. You know, I can't see how they could see that as a good business practice. But it is what it is. I got upset at first, but then I said, it's my own fault, and I wrote it off to being a learning experience. Which is what you have to do, basically. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened, Gerald. It was three of them. So this entry we're looking at now, it got into the trade back here. Took some heat, but now you can see it's matured nicely. And very shortly, the stop should fly down. I always like to show this when I see that I'm up 338 and my stop out in right field. It makes me uncomfortable. And if it makes you uncomfortable, what you can always do, I always like to show this, is you can right click right where it says 5 by STP. Now, this will automatically come down very shortly. But if you don't want to wait for it to come down, if I right click on my stop marker right here, I can go to this little menu and attach it to an indicator. The indicator I want to attach it to is called the modified fast. That's my 15 EMA. So if I go to properties, it's usually the third one down in this list. 1, 2, 3, modified fast. Select that and click OK. Now when I click OK, my stop is going to fly down and attach to my 15 EMA. Okay, so if I click OK, boom. It had just moved actually right before I did it. The split second before I did it, it just moved down. But now I have a momentum-based trailing stop, and it just stopped out. So trading 5 micros on Bitcoin, this strategy is up $655 today. If anybody wants it, we probably won't release it in our portfolio because of the liquidity issue. But if anybody wants it, I could put a copy of that template in our Discord in the strategy collaboration channel. Let's do our two. We're gonna select two winners for today for a $1 $50,000 eval. Ray won it yesterday. And today, drum roll. Oh, they picked Brock. John R. is one of them. Sorry, Brock. And number two, Suzanne. All right. Haven't seen her name in a while. Congratulations, Suzanne. You got picked today. So we got John R. and Suzanne are going to get an email with a coupon code that will give them a $1 $50,000 eval at Right Line Funding. We got really a great prop firm called Right Line Funding. We are the polar opposites of these other companies that look for ways to keep your money. Honestly, we're looking for ways to pay you. We're not grimy and slimy like that. For 29 bucks, you can get into a $50,000 eval. We're not quite yet ready to directly connect with Ninja, but we do have a few solutions. One is with the ETP trade copier. Another is using a totally different platform. There's a number of them that we could trade on: Quant Tower, Sierra Charts, Attis, Motive Wave. There's a number of them, and we can connect right through Rhythmic to one of those other platforms, starting as low as $29. You get a $50,000 eval. For $299, you go straight to sim funded. And then on the $150,000 accounts, $99 for the eval and $449 for the straight to sim funded. So we draw every morning. Every morning we draw winners here on YouTube. And if your name does get pulled, we send you an email with a coupon code that will give you a $1 account, a $50,000 eval. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. On your way out the door, if you would, please like our video here on YouTube. I came up, I'm going to call it break even today. I had my chances. I did have my chances. I pulled it down back to break even. The leaderboard, the smart velocity came up. Bitcoin came way up. The leapfrog. I don't know what happened with my haymaker. My haymaker never got in the game. It was at 539 when we started and never got off of it. My ES30 ABC Star drone, which is a pretty solid bot. That's the drone that Robert shared with us. Robert is a professional in this niche. Okay, this is what he does full time. So he shared with us that ES30 range. He's a wealth of information and knowledge. I had the good fortune of sitting in a training session that he did, and he's extremely smart and gifted when it comes to optimization of these strategies. He is a member of our community. The Power Play bot grounded out and was up 261. Remember, the bot is the recipient of the drone's data. By sharing the data with the bot, the bot was up $261. I always like to move this right above. Give it a clear shot. It'll get you in the profit window quicker. Steven was above board and the leapfrog, a couple $100 in the green. So once you see a strategy start getting into the ebb and flow of the market and start chipping away, hitting singles after singles and a few doubles and triples mixed in, it'll work its way up to your leaderboard. I always like to watch it on my chart until I feel comfortable, and then I'll say, you know what, I'm going to pop it on my copier, and I'm going to copy it across my Apex accounts. I really liked gold, the price action gold had. It was moving really nice. And we could have very, very well have done well on gold today. We did get a winner or two, but I think what made us most of the money was on those few NASDAQ trades towards the end. So I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. And don't forget, tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. God willing, we will be back. We're going to let the session end with this last trade. We got an open position on gold on our leapfrog. And we've got one open on the power play, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay, the power play drone is done at 685. The bot did considerably better. The power play bot was up 260. Stayed right in its lane very conservatively and made a couple $100. You know, I had a really good question that I want to share. Um, Somebody had sent. No, it was. I think it was Squid. Yeah. Was it Squid? One of our members asked me. He said, "Hey, should I run the drones 23 hours a day?" And I think the correct answer to that question, because I thought about it, was if you want to set it and forget it, if you're willing to set it and forget it and let it run 23 hours a day, then absolutely let that drone run 23 hours a day. You're going to get the full trading session and the optimized hours for that full session. But if you know going into it, hey, I'm never going to allow it to trade when I'm sleeping. Um, I want to be in front of it while it trades. Then I think having that data it would be insignificant. The only significance I see coming out of it would be to adjust your stop and targets um, for the average true range of the market, the current trading session. But regarding trading hours, if you're going to be right in front of a computer, then you could set your drones to only trade during the hours that you're going to be in front of your computer, that you'll actually be trading it. But I think that's a very common question. All right, everybody, I don't want to drone on. It's 10:54. David Wise is coming up right behind me. Have a blessed rest of your day. Since we got into another gold trade, let's close out with this. Yeah, that's a real bummer, Gerald. I was shocked yesterday when it happened. I was like, how can that be? And I sent them an email and they answered. Gold has gone to sleep. You can see on the bottom right is our contracts per minute. Contracts per minute. Earlier, we were over 4,000 contracts a minute on gold. Our first trade on gold, we caught a monster on it. Nah, it's just chopping around now. It was still decent volume, 450. Not too shabby. It kept taking trades, so it was very volatile. It was firing trades left and right. I couldn't get to my copier quick enough to disable it. That reminds me, there is a setting within the strategy parameters, a pause between trades. All right, I don't want to step on David's toes, so I'm just going to give this trade another minute or two. David Wise is coming up right behind me, really a wealth of information. I think tomorrow what I'll do is I'll open my Thinkorswim and show the SPY chart. We could look at the SPY, the Qs, any one of those ETFs. Tony G. Tony G's in the house. Good morning, Tony G. Thanks for joining us. It doesn't look like we're going anywhere quickly with this trade. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Thanks again for joining us. That was an action-packed session. I wish we would have made more money. And Gerald, I'm really sorry to hear you lost today. You were doing so good and so disciplined. Hopefully it's recoverable. Jeff had a great day today. Congratulations. Okay, so it looks like you lost 600 on the PAs. I hope you stopped right there, Gerald. Stop for the day. Have a blessed rest of your day, everybody. So long.